The common man was told he could never hope to understand the Scriptures without the assistance of a priest. With this lethal deception, the church laity was kept in darkness. Meanwhile, the visible church, once a biblical bastion of truth, had degraded into a corrupt political organization trimmed with spiritualistic ceremonies. It's no wonder that this time period of cultural, economic, and spiritual deterioration is known as the Dark Ages. It's tragic how in just a few short centuries, the wonderful light that had been blazing from the luminous bride of Christ had been eclipsed by pagan traditions. Now, a very different kind of woman emerged to take her place.
And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, which was full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and precious stones and pearls, having in her hand a golden cup full of abominations, and the filthiness of her fornication. And on her forehead a name was written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I marveled with great amazement.
In Revelation chapter 17, John sees a woman who he describes as strikingly different from the pure woman of Revelation 12. Who is this new bloodthirsty harlot? And what about the bizarre beast that she's riding? If you're not sitting down, this might be the time to do so. You may find what you're about to hear a bit shocking. There's only one empire, one church, one institution that matches the criteria in this prophecy: the Roman Catholic Church. This does not mean that all the people within this faith are bad, insincere, or lost. The Catholic people are among the most kind and have accomplished a phenomenal amount of good throughout history. This is really about a bigger struggle between spiritual powers and institutions battling over the truth of Scripture. But now we need to pull back the veil and really take a hard look at the facts. In Revelation 17:1, we observe this harlot woman sits on many waters. Fortunately, the angel explains the meaning of this symbol for us in verse 15.
Then he said to me, The waters which you saw, where the harlot sits, are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues.
So the woman reigns over a densely populated civilization. You've probably heard the expression, all roads lead to Rome. During the zenith of their rule, the Romans had built a network with 50,000 miles of roads circulating throughout the entire empire. Just as imperial Rome began to unravel, the church in Rome was gaining in strength.
In effect, the Catholic Church kind of rushes in to fill the power vacuum that is left by the fall of the Roman Empire.
And you get into situations where, for example, in the middle of the 5th century, when Attila the Hun is advancing on the city of Rome with his army, the emperor is not the one who goes out to stop him. The Pope is, the Bishop of Rome. This kind of prominence, political prominence as well as religious prominence, comes to really define the Pope's role.
The prophecy also indicates that the woman is riding a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Obviously, these things are symbols. This creature here clearly represents the same monster with 7 heads and 10 horns that we just saw warring with the bride of Christ in chapter 12. And it's the same beast that the world is compelled to worship in chapter 13. So what do these 7 heads and 10 horns represent?
The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. The 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings.
There is only one city in the world that sits on 7 hills like this, one major city, and that's the city of Rome. So there is no doubt in most expositors' minds that when John is talking about this woman, he is talking about Rome.
So you see the connection here. 7 heads, 7 mountains. You go in Revelation 12, 7 heads, Revelation 13 deals with 7 heads. There is a continuity here.